preceding public service message has been brought to you in cooperation with the National Basketball Association. The NBA on CBS is sponsored by the totally new Chevrolet. Now that's more like it. Vitalis Liquid for men who want neat, healthy-looking hair, a look that says a lot. And by the Kelly Springfield Tire Company. The Kellys, they're good and tough.
He has gone 5 for 10 from the floor. 9 points for Lionel Hollins. 2 points each for David
Los
Porzingis.
Angeles Lakers leading the Golden State Warriors. Let's keep you abreast now. What's happening in that Denver at Portland game? Here's Jerry Gross and Lenny Wilkins.
We once again welcome our Golden State Los Angeles Lakers audience. We have just started the second half of play. David Thompson has the rebound taken away by Bill Walton. Here comes Lionel Hollins. The score is 54-48 in favor of Portland. Hollins shooting. An air ball partially blocked by Bobby Jones. Of course, the Denver Nuggets in the dark uniforms. They are blue, and that's Thompson making a fine move all the way. And David Thompson in the game has scored 23 points. He is high man in the contest. No one else in double figures for Denver. They trail 54-50 just at the start of things. Lucas in heavy traffic and a foul call. Offensive foul. Richie Powers making the call, and that one goes against Maurice Lucas. It is his third foul, Lenny Wilkins.
And Maurice is not complaining on that call at all, because he did, when he went up for his shot, took his left hand and pushed the defensive person away.
Denver has 11 turnovers in the game, and Portland has a total of 7. Now here's Bob Gross to Hollins, who stumbles and can't shoot the one right-handed.
I'll tell you, Denver's been very lucky because Portland's trying to get their running game in gear, and the Denver defensive transition is very poor. Here we get a chance to see him. There's where Lionel stumbles with the ball, loses his balance, which causes him to walk on the play.
He did not get enough lift to go with the right hand, and he was short on the driving attempt. 54-50. The lineups in the event you have just joined us. Up front, Bill Walton is paired for Portland against Dan Issel, who has the ball. In the corner, that's Bobby Jones scoring inside. Jones in the first half was nullified. He only took 2 shots in 18 minutes and a total of 5 points in the game. And now Jones has pumped in a total of 7. And the score is a 2-point advantage going to the team in white. Portland, they're up by 2, but here comes Denver. They could tie the game up with a bucket here. Bobby Jones with an excellent pass over to Thompson. And David Thompson has 25 big ones. And Thompson, playing like a whirling dervish since the second period, has really come alive.
We'll get a chance to see that last play. Right now, Denver is trying to set the tempo of the game. They're getting the ball out. They're moving it around very well. And here, a great pass by Bobby Jones to David Thompson underneath the basket. Uses the backboard. Goes up for an easy basket.
Welcome back to Oakland. We're ready to go now. The start of the third quarter. There's your score. The Los Angeles Lakers leading Golden State 51-48. Number 33, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, in his first half scoring 16 points and really setting out a lot of that first half. Let's check it now. The starting lineup. His mates will be Don Ford and Kathy Russell, the forwards. Don Chaney and Earl Tatum, number 43 with the ball, will be in the backcourt. We have Gus Williams, Bill Smith starting at guards for Golden State, Rick Barry, Jamal Wilkes, and Clifford Ray, the starting 5 for Al Attles' crew as we start quarter number 3. 51-48, and coming up with a steal is Rick Barry. And intended for Gus Williams, and Barry just ran over Don Ford. He's had more collisions out here than a football game.
All that time, you see Rick with the ball. He should have dumped it. Clifford Ray was wide open, could have had a grand slam. He elected to go with Gus Williams, who wasn't aware of the pass, and it went out of bounds.
The Golden State Warriors down 2 games to 0 just before they come out somehow. And right now they trail by 3 as Chaney dribbles that one off his foot. And at the 11:31 mark, both teams now looking for their first points in the second half of play. Portland and Denver, we understand, now tied up 54 all at 10:36 the third quarter. We'll keep you updated on that game. That best of 7 quarterfinal playoff. And there in the corner is Bill Smith from the corner. And now it's a 1-point game again. It's been that way on 4 different occasions. 6 points in a game for Smith. He can make a big difference, Steve, if he would start to get the hot hand.
Bill Smith struggling in the first half with his offense. Really wasn't in the game when the Warriors made their big push. He's got to get more shots like he did right there. A little help to get the pick. A good traveling call right there. The Lakers have turned the ball over 3 times without getting a shot at the basket.
So now the crowd up in arms right now. The ball batted away. The game started with Golden State with a 4-0 lead. And then all of a sudden, Los Angeles caught fire, and they've never relinquished that lead. 51-50. Smith in trouble. Gets it out to Clifford Ray. Oh, look at Ray. He says, leave me alone. Up to Rick Barry. Boy, what a defiant look Clifford Ray put on, and now Golden State has taken the lead for the first time since the opening seconds of this game. 52-51. Rick Barry in this ball game now with a total of 21 points. Barry having quite an afternoon, and the crowd's exploding here. Cheney, Smith on him, into the big guy again. Kareem backing in on Clifford. And Kareem just with a great touch. Puts the Lakers back on top 53-52. Gus Williams hustling down. This is what Williams likes to do, is run the ball, and that's going to be off of Clifford Ray. It'll be Los Angeles basketball. You can see the Lakers a little shaky here as we start this third quarter.
One of the problems the Lakers have all year long in the backcourt is handling defensive pressure. They usually kick the ball around quite a bit. They get the safest thing is to go inside of the bar, and they got a big play here, and Don Ford banks it in.
That was all set up by Kareem again, getting that ball to the other side. Here is Wilkes, going to try to neutralize that basket. He follows his own shot. Wilkes in the shooting slump, but he gets it. He'll have a chance for a three-point play. 8 points to the game now for Jamal Wilkes.
Well, Jamal here on the baseline, he gives a little pump fake, decides to try to come out the other side. They got a call. I think it's on Jabbar, and that's a tough call right there. I think they missed that one. I think it was Cazzie Russell who had made the contact, if any at all.
Well, it was Abdul-Jabbar, and that's his second personal foul. Wilkes misses the chance for a three-point play. 55-54, Los Angeles by one. Russell out to Tatum. There they're moving the ball around. Now they're going to reset it again. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Look at Jabbar and Ray pushing inside. Boy, they are really going at it. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Cheney with three. Rebound Clifford Ray. Ray really struggling inside with number 33, Abdul-Jabbar. He's not giving him an inch.
Well, he's doing all he can to push himself and keep him out of position, but Jabbar just has too much offense. He's undersized. You know, Clifford Ray is an overachiever, and he's working hard, and Barry drives in a big jumper then.
And Rick Barry now with 23 points. And Barry is now zeroing in. You can see he's got his shot. Forward off to Jabbar, wide open. Cheney blocked by Clifford Ray. Earl Strom indicating something. We have a foul coming up. Beautiful pass again by Abdul-Jabbar. He just seems to have eyes in the back of his head.
Green playing all-round basketball. He was double teamed. He gave the ball up to a cutting Cheney. He looked very close to the goaltending call on Clifford Ray. And Cheney, not having a good offensive day himself, is going to see if he can get started with some free throws.
Phil Smith committed the foul. Don Cheney played on 2 World Championship teams for the Boston Celtics. And he also was on 4 division title winners. Gus Williams, Barry. Nice pass by Gus Williams, and now Golden State looking very, very efficient. They've taken the lead again, 58-57. Barry with 25 points. Rick Barry headed for a big afternoon. Kareem breaks it out now to Earl Tatum. Tatum forces the shot, and a foul. Looks like Williams the guilty party. Gus Williams committing the foul. Earl Tatum that time going through all kinds of gyrations to get that shot out. We're going to have a timeout now. Timeout is called by the Los Angeles Lakers. 8:37 to go. Third quarter, 57-58 Golden State.
If you're thinking about a new wagon this year, think about Chevy Vega. Every new Vega wagon offers a Dura-Build engine guarantee that covers repairs due to defects in materials or workmanship for 5 years or up to 60,000 miles. And when you consider Vega wagons' EPA mileage ratings, that should brighten the day even more. Chevy Vega. See it at America's complete shopping center for wagons, the Chevrolet Wagon Stop.
There's a tournament-proven Zebco Cardinal spinning reel for every kind of fishing. Zebco Cardinal. From ultralight to high-speed to heavy-duty salt. The world's only complete line of spinning reels with super smooth ball-bearing action and an easy-to-get-to stern-mounted drag. Fish the super smooth, super fast Cardinals from Zebco. The folks you fish with.
Car need a tune-up? You need somebody who really cares about fixing it right.
I care. I'm Mr. Goodwrench. I service General Motors cars at GM dealerships. I have the training and the genuine GM parts, designed specifically to help you keep that great GM feeling.
Keep that great GM feeling.
Ask for me, Mr. Goodwrench, wherever you find this sign.
With genuine GM parts.
This Friday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, CBS Sports presents NBA playoff action, followed on Sunday at 1:30 p.m. with a playoff doubleheader. That's NBA playoff action Friday night at 11:30 p.m. and a doubleheader on Sunday tipping off at 1:30 p.m. Eastern.
We have a one-point game here, and we have a one-point game in Portland and Denver. Portland's leading Denver 64-63, which reminds us to remind you that we're going to continue our coverage of NBA playoff action. Game this Friday, 11:30 Eastern, and on Sunday, an NBA playoff doubleheader. Outstanding basketball. As Earl Tatum at the line for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers have fallen behind by one twice here in this third quarter. 9 points per game for Tatum. Gus Williams, Jamal Wilkes, Clifford Ray, also Bill Smith and Rick Barry. 58 all, 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go, third quarter. Ray batted away from behind. Kareem just reached in on that one. Here comes Cazzie Russell. And a foul on Clifford Ray. Cazzie Russell has hit his foot on something, and he's limping. Number 32.
Cazzie Russell clearly ahead of Clifford Ray, who's slower. This is dumb basketball on the part of Clifford Ray. He pushes him out of bounds. Russell's going to get the basket anyway. Now he's got a chance to get three. Ray should have let him go and have the layup, and they would have only been down by 2, and he wouldn't have had the foul.
Second foul on Ray, 13th foul now against Golden State. 61-58. Three-point play by Cazzie Russell gets him that advantage. Jamal Wilkes. Picked up by Don Ford. Nice pick that time by Ray. Give back to Ray. And he just forces it in.
Clifford Ray doesn't have the best hands, but once he does get his hand on it, he carries it to the basket, and he gets a big bucket to pull him within one.
61-60, Los Angeles. Cazzie Russell, Wilkes on him. Into Kareem. Back to Earl Tatum, wide open. 63-60 now. Los Angeles leads Golden State. Welcome to Oakland. We have 7 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Los Angeles Lakers have a 3-point, 63-60 lead over the Golden State Warriors. In the gold uniforms, Golden State with the basketball. They've led by 1 point on 2 occasions here in the third quarter. Bill Smith has had a tough playoff, can't get it, but Clifford Ray tries to follow. Here comes Earl Tatum. 3-on-1 break. Tatum's going to take it in. Ford tries to follow. He does on the second shot.
Ford stayed after that one. That time, Earl Tatum showed excellent switch speed and quickness. He got the ball up in a hurry, and they had 2 Lakers down to follow it up.
So it's a 5-point lead again. Los Angeles battling back. Wilkes forces the shot. Here comes the rebound to Ford. Bill Smith tries to hold him up. Ford's been very aggressive in this game. Showed good quickness. He can run for a big man.
He's doing an excellent job getting up and down the floor. The Warriors need to be reprogrammed. They had an excellent start going for them, and now that he's hurt the one-on-one basketball and has gotten them in trouble when they fall him behind, as Tatum gets his follow-up shot.
That's one of the few shots Kareem has missed, but Tatum was there to follow anyway, and we have a timeout call. Golden State has called timeout. 6 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Lakers with a 7-point lead.
One of these batteries started a whole revolution in automobile batteries. The J.C. Penney battery. There are no filler caps. You never have to add water. It's the most powerful battery ever built for a passenger car. That's why it's fully warranted for as long as you own your car. If it fails, return it. We'll replace it free. Only at J.C. Penney Auto Centers or catalog desks. It's the last battery your car will ever need.
When you go places, the show place is a Sheraton. Nowhere on earth you'd rather be. From mountain slopes to sandy beaches, the nightlife swings, the good life reaches. First land around the world, as far as you can see. When you go places, the show place is a Sheraton.
years, this little dog has stood as the symbol for sound clarity. Sound so clear he could recognize his master's voice coming through a speaker. Today, RCA offers you a CB radio with that same uncompromising dedication to sound clarity. The new RCA 40-channel Copilot, with the kind of advanced electronic engineering you should have for clear CB transmission and reception. How clear?
Breaker, you go set.
That clear.
For the first time on television, they fought for the world's hottest prize.
They're my Apaches. I run them any way I want to.
Jim Brown and Lee Van Cleef damn the odds of El Condor for $1 billion in gold. They've got nothing to lose and one sexy woman to challenge the whole Mexican army. El Condor on the CBS Wednesday night movies.
Well, after a 58-58 tie, the Lakers now have a 7-point lead. Let's go now to the Denver-Portland game. A report from Jerry Gross and Lenny Wilkins.
4 minutes and 35 seconds to go. We're in the third period, 71-70. Portland leading in the dark uniform. Bobby Jones gives Denver the lead back. Jones has come alive. He was blanked in the first period. He now has 13 points in the game. And Denver jumps into the lead by 1. That's Twardzik on the back line in white. Portland, they're up against a tough Denver Nuggets team this afternoon. Maurice Lucas. No room to spare with that one. 21 points for Maurice Lucas. And again, the lead bounces back to the other team. Jim Price trying to muscle in on Herm Gilliam. It's lost by David Thompson, taken away by Gilliam. Over to Walker. Walker with a 2-on-4 situation, takes it in anyway. Marvin Webster, great defensive effort.
I'll tell you, that was a fine play by Marvin Webster. And here, Wally Walker is trying to read the defense. He's trying to get the defense to commit itself there. He takes off. Webster's right up there. He almost caught the ball in his hand.
Excellent play. It'll be inbounded by Portland in a whale of a ball game with 3 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the third quarter. The lead has changed hands now 20 times in this game. 22 times.
And right now, Richie Powers is making sure that everybody's going to be under control on that floor.
Powers has controlled this game. The veteran NBA official working with a rookie, and the officials have done a splendid job in this one. That's Walton with it. Finding Lucas underneath. There's Webster again. Fine defensive effort by the big guy. Marvin Webster at 7-1. The top draft choice of Denver, knocking it away.
We'll get a chance to see that right here. Lucas tries to fake everybody up, and there's Webster. I tell you, he's coming awake in this quarter. He's going to make his presence felt.
Excellent shots taken, and on order of John McDonough, our director, our producer today, Tom O'Neill here in Oakland. There's the Oakland situation with Los Angeles against Golden State, and here, of course, with this one, this doubleheader you're watching, it is Portland now leading 73-72 over Denver.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Timeout has been called. High man in the game for the Denver Nuggets with 29 points. David Thompson, 20 points for Bill Walton. He's the key man offensively for Portland. 3:22 to go.
Welcome back to Oakland. 4 minutes and 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Backdoor to Cassie Russell. Parrish has committed a foul on the drive. It's 69-64. The Los Angeles Lakers, after being tied 58-all, have now bumped it back up.
Take a look at that backdoor play. Parrish tried to come over and give some help. Very clearly beaten as the ball went into Jabbar, and he dumped it off for a chance for Russell to get some free throws.
That foul, by the way, on Parrish was his third. And Cassie Russell, the excellent free throw shooter that he is, shooting 86% for the year. Just about the time Golden State, Steve, starts to make a move, make a push. Los Angeles kind of beats them back.
Golden State really played good basketball at the top of the quarter. They moved the ball well, they moved themselves well, and then the score got tied. They reverted to solo effort. That's the reason that they've fallen behind.
There's Johnson, who's come back into the ball game, and he's fouled. Charles Johnson has been a bright light as far as Al Attles is concerned. He came in, got 3 quick buckets to make a move in the second quarter play, and now he comes back in. He's trying to duplicate that beat.
He needs somebody to re-energize your offense because they certainly have gone on the downside.
Really an amazing team. Here's number 5, Tom Abernathy. What a find he's been. Young man who played across from Scott May at Indiana on that NCAA championship team. He replaces Don Ford. It's an amazing team, Golden State. It's just about the time you think they're putting it all together, it just comes apart on them again.
It's coming apart primarily because too many people are trying to do too many things outside their capability. Barry usually is their main man, but he's been very inconsistent. Bill Smith trying to force his offense has seen his offense go somewhere else, and Jamal Wilson playing out his option seems to have some problems upstairs.
There's the big guy trying one, going to follow with it. He is having quite a battle with Parrish, and we've got a jump ball. Robert Parrish and Cassie Russell. This Parrish, I like him. He's really a competitor.
Oh, rookie comes to play. Now, Jabbar inside. He's going to stay after it. 1, 2. Russell finally comes in to give a little help, and he stays after the ball, and the Warriors get the tap.
You would figure that they would. Parrish at 7 foot. Johnson going to try one. Rebound, Parrish. He's all over the place. That shot was partially blocked. Rebound, Dudley, and a foul. Kerry Durham indicating foul going on Tom Abernathy, number 5. So the intensity picking up.
A Parrish shot a jump hook, a forced jumper out there. They got all over Dudley. He tried to horse the ball up inside. Warriors got it out on the side.
That foul is the 13th foul now against the Los Angeles Lakers. 4 minutes left to go. Third quarter, 71-66, Los Angeles. Rick Barry, Cassie Russell not going to let him get in there, and we have a foul on Cassie. Cassie Russell just not going to give any room.
Again, not good basketball. He has them stopped right there. You'll see 2 people around Barry. All he had to do was keep his hands up. He got an excellent play going.
Looks to me like we have another foul coming up. Johnny Newman reaching in on that play. Newman has already committed 3 personal fouls, and he hasn't been in that long. So Newman, the former standout of Mississippi, 6'6", 200-pounder, he's looking around saying, what happened?
Well, the last 2 fouls, or actually the last 3 fouls, have given the Warriors an opportunity to go into bonus and give themselves a chance to collect and get a little bit of momentum going back the other way. They got to kill the Lakers' offenses. Again, all game long have been able to run their offense with control by getting the ball inside and pretty much doing what they want anytime they get it back.
Dudley, of course, with a penalty in, has another one. He has 2 points thus far this afternoon. 71-67. Just can't get him to go. Tom Abernathy with the rebound. We have a lot of first-year men in there now. Sonny Parker's checked in for Golden State. Tom Abernathy, Parrish, 3 rookies who have played well this year. A foul. Earl Strom and Terry Durham indicate, I think it's Parrish pushing off on Kareem. That's it. 0-0, Robert Parrish. And that is his 4th personal foul. Chaney has 4 for Los Angeles, and now Parrish has 4 for Golden State. And Clifford Ray, number 44, will come back in. There's Clifford. Here's a guy that statistically really doesn't do that much, but he's a very integral part of the team.
Well, he's a big part for him because, one, he gives them a lot of physicality. He busts the boards for him really good, and he plays a good, solid defense. That's a dimension that the Warriors are really not known for. They have a lot of offensive players, but they're kind of a finesse team, not really physical, and really he beats up the middle for him a great deal.
As you just saw a moment ago, Jabbar now with 21 points. He had 27 in the first, 40 points Friday night, and he's on his way to another big afternoon. Dudley going to set it up now, 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Rick Barry driving on Abernathy. Nice cut. Rick Barry makes it 72-69, and they clawed their way back within 3.
Well, they continue to claw their way back. Rick, that time, made one of his better offensive moves as he drove to the baseline and then shot a little fadeaway jumper, which is well in his range. A bad shot coming up by Don Chaney.
And there is Parker, who can jump. Gets it off now to Dudley. Ray, this is Johnson. Who's got it? Coming away with his Dudley. Good hustle now by Golden State. Barry will pop another one. Rick Barry with 31 points. And Barry's having one of those typical Rick Barry afternoons.
Well, Rick gets him in burst. He'll get 4 or 5, and then he'll miss another 4 or 5, but he's been pretty steady today. Warriors seem to be best today when they can run and put pressure on the Lakers defensively.
And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar misses him now. Golden State with a chance to take the lead. They're down by 1. Dudley off to Barry, and that could give them the lead. It does. And this place is erupting. They're on their feet here in the Oakland Coliseum Arena as Golden State has taken a 73-72 lead. Barry with 33 points thus far.
There's 85 feet between you and the ground, and there's enough juice at your fingertips to light up the county. But now comes Miller time. Time to head for the best tasting beer you can find. America's quality beer, Miller High Life.
When it's time to relax, Miller stands clear. Beer after beer. If you've got the time, we've got the beer. Miller Beer.
Last year, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department put a specially equipped 76 Chevy Nova through 24 tests of durability, performance, and efficiency. Then they placed the largest single order for compact police cars in U.S. history and selected the Chevrolet Nova. The same people that built these Novas for the police build 3 Nova models for you to drive. The size, the value, the durability you want in today's cars. You never needed Nova more.
When television was young, a 2-hour special that captures all the wonder and magic of the early days of television. Relive the most unforgettable moments of those golden years when television was young. Thursday at 9, 8 Central.
Another gem.
What a great NBA game we have. Rick Barry has hit 7 of 8 shots in this third quarter. He's 15 of 24 for the game. 14 points in the third quarter, and there is a reason Golden State has that 1-point lead. We have another great game going, too, out in Portland. Denver leading Portland. 46 seconds to go in the third quarter, 80-79. Here's Don Chaney. Johnson on him. Johnson giving away a lot of height in this situation. And Tatum and Sonny Parker collided. Tatum hits the deck. Parker holding his mouth there for a moment. Looks like Parker's going to pick up the foul. 2 first-year men as Parker picks up foul number 2.
Right there, you see Tatum with his elbow out, get a little pork chop right in the mouth of Sonny Parker. He's the one that suffers. And Earl Tatum gets the reward. He gets the free throws.
Dave Parker's checking to see if he has all the teeth in his head. He's not right now, but there for a moment, he was just checking around. Now Portland, we understand, taking a 1-point lead over Denver at the end of the third quarter, 81-80. We'll keep you posted on that game. Great NBA basketball. Dudley now. Dudley and Johnson operating at the guard spot. Barry again. Can't get that one. Kareem comes away with it off. It comes now to Johnny Newman. Newman on Dudley. Parker comes away with it. Off it comes now to Dudley. To Ray. Too far. So they throw it away at the 152 mark. Ray indicating that's the right idea. I just didn't get down there in time. 74-73, Los Angeles by 1. Don Chaney, they're really making him work to bring that ball up the floor.
That's what you have to do with a fellow like Chaney. He's got extremely long arms, not a lot of foot speed, but he handles the ball pretty good. If you make him work harder in the backcourt, it's tougher for them to get into their offense.
Abernathy to Jabbar. And now we're going to go for an update on that Denver-Portland game. Let's join now Jerry Gross and Lenny Wilkins.
Here in Portland, Oregon, I hope you can hear me. We had a mid-court shot at the buzzer that went in by Lionel Hollins, and Portland leads by 1 point. They bring the ball up. We're going to the final 12 minutes of action. We have had 28 lead changes and 5 ties. Walker shooting outside, rebounded by Jim Price, who keeps it alive, and Denver in the dark uniform will now try and fight back. A sensational, exciting basketball game here in Portland. Both clubs trying to get that 1-game advantage. David Thompson against Wally Walker. Thompson has 28. Bobby Jones alone. The rebound taken away by Lloyd Neal. Now here comes Portland. 81-80. They lead. 28 lead changes. An incredible display of close basketball. That's Gilliam outside against McLean. And now Portland has their largest lead since early in the third period. They're up by 3 points. Throughout most of the third period, it was Denver on top, leading by a margin, and the lead seesawing back and forth. Now Portland comes up, and we have an 83-80 score, 10:57 to go. We're in the final period of basketball in Portland.
Welcome back to Oakland. 38 seconds left before the end of this third quarter. Golden State, as Rick Barry hit his 34th and 35th points, has taken a 75-74 lead. And Jerry West just a moment ago, you can see, is concerned. As we come to the action, Earl Tatum is at the line. Sonny Parker committed a backcourt foul just a moment ago. 16 points now for Earl Tatum. He's tied it up 75 all. We're going to go right down to the wire on this one. A real photo finish in game number 3. As Los Angeles now has a 1-point lead. 37 seconds now left in this third quarter. Dudley moving on Newman. And a foul on Johnny Newman. Dudley not known for his shooting ability, as Newman now has committed yet another foul. He has 4.
And Dudley's going to get some offenses right down there in close to the basket. He has his back to the basket, works back and forth, and fades a little bit on Johnny Newman, and he's on the line. He's been like a blacksmith there today. He's banging them all over.
Ellis Dudley plays some good defense. They say he patterns himself under his coach, Al Apples. That's the way he played for many years. There's Jerry West with 2 very able assistants. Talk about a coach of the year. What a job he's done. Dudley can't get him to drop.
It looks like, he does have that problem. No touch. He may get the hat trick.
76-75, and he's tied it up. 76 all, 30 seconds left now in the third quarter. Dudley in this game has hit only 3 of 8 free throws. Chaney, Newman. Lakers continue to filter in a lot of different people in this game. Off to Tatum. Boy, he's got a nice touch.
Earl Tatum, a good offensive player. He's going to be something to watch in years to come as he's learning how to play the swing position going between back and forth with guard and forward.
Los Angeles with a 2-point lead. Barry trying to tie it up. Wilkes tries to follow. Hitting the deck as Tatum is going to be. Los Angeles basketball. Boy, it is tough under there. 2 seconds now left in this quarter. There's West up and yelling. I asked him what's made this team click. He says, I really don't know. It's been an amazing thing. And an amazing team has a 2-point lead as we go to quarter number 4. The Los Angeles Lakers trying to make it 3 games to 0 here in this best-of-7 playoff.
This is Carrier's new air conditioner, the year-round one.
You mean Carrier's new heater, the year-round one?
Francis, the year-round one cools. It's an air conditioner.
Roger, the year-round one heats. It's a heater.
Come on, man. Your brain must be frozen. It's an air conditioner.
It can save you up to 60% on your electric heating bills. It's a heater.
Carrier's new year-round one. A heat pump air conditioner that can save up to 60% on your electric heating bills.
Carrier's year-round one. It's an air conditioner
that heats.
The NBA on CBS will continue after this word from your local station. It was called El Condor, a fortress filled with gold. See the story of the man who tried to conquer it in Wednesday's movie on CBS.
I want to remind everybody as we go into this fourth quarter next Saturday at 4:30 Eastern, the CBS Sports Spectacular presents the Shinichi from Japan with a 3-time Olympic gold medalist Nadia Comaneci, and also the Bluegrass Stakes from Keeneland and the World Frisbee Championship on the CBS Sports Spectacular. Hope you'll join us. We start the fourth quarter, a 2-point game. The lead by Los Angeles with a basketball. Johnson for Golden State, and it's a brand new tied-up game. 78 all. We have Johnson, Dudley at the guard, Wilkes, Parker, and Ray starting for Golden State, and Earl Tatum has lost the ball. There is Chick Hearn, the voice of the Los Angeles Lakers, and Lynn Shackelford. Chick Hearn, one of the real veterans of the NBA, one of the best. 78 all, just underway, fourth quarter. Let's set it now for the Lakers as Johnson moves inside, and Golden State has taken the lead. Golden State with an 80-78 lead. 16 points in the game for Johnson. He's been quite a story here this afternoon.
Charlie Johnson got his offense out of the deep freeze, and he really is effective on the baseline. He's been down there the last 2 times, and he's brought it home, and he's got the Warriors up by a pair.
Up it comes now to Cassie Russell. Russell in the game along with C.J. Kupek, Abernathy, Tatum, and Newman. Jabbar not starting this fourth quarter, and we have a foul inside. Earl Strom indicating. And the foul is going to go against Los Angeles and Tom Abernathy. There's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. They took him out quite a bit in that first half. Rested him up now as they start the fourth quarter, but it looks like his rest is over.
Well, he got a big 3-minute break, and he got about a minute here, so we're going to see. He's been the main man in their offense all year long, and they got to get him back before the Warriors get his ball. Charlie Johnson's on fire. He did his third in a row.
Boy, is he something. 18 points in the game for Charlie Johnson. He can put him in a hurry. He'll get a spurt going. 82-78. This is the biggest lead of the game since the start of the game for Golden State when they led 4-0. Newman missing. Rebound, Jamal Wilkes, and the Warriors now are rolling. Off it comes to Dudley. Newman going for the steal attempt. Back to Jamal Wilkes. Slowing it down, and we've got a foul on Johnny Newman, and Newman has 5 personal fouls in this game. He's picked them up.
Well, how many times do you see this? Johnny Newman takes a bad jumper at the offensive end. Then he's hustling back, trying to get out of his mistakes. He makes a bad defensive mistake down there. He has to take a seat along with the other reserves.
All right, second team foul now against Los Angeles. Johnson can't get that one. And Kareem makes sure he has it. Up it comes now to Don Ford. Away from the ball now, Chaney and Johnson are getting after it. Don Chaney and Johnson also over there. Terry Durham and Al Attles breaks it up. That was away from the ball. I don't know how it got started, but Johnson and Chaney were going after it. Welcome to Oakland. We're having a little altercation right now. Al Attles has one of his players being carried away by assistant coach Joe Roberts. Let's look at it. What happened on this play? It was away from the ball. You can see Chaney and Charlie Johnson. Terry Durham hits the deck there, the official.
Well, he learns how tough it is in the NBA. He's on the seat of his pants. He comes down. The fight really started, the attempt of the scuffle started when Johnson shot a jumper. Chaney came down on top of him, and Johnson got up to tell him, I don't like that.
Well, anyway, let's pick it up again. We're ready to go. Johnson back in the game. Joe Roberts just bodily carried him out of there. 82-78 as Chaney loses the ball. Pressure again by Johnson. And Golden State now has a chance to take their biggest lead of the game.
Well, they're up by 4. They've got to come down this time and set up and run a good offensive series. You can get emotional, but you can also get out of control. Warriors last week had some problems, and they end up winning the game. They hope they can get the same effect today.
Coming away with it now is Cassie Russell. Off it comes to Don Ford. 9:44 to go. Steal by Jimmy Parker. Up to Wilson. Elizabeth Dudley's got it. It is frantic here. I don't need to tell you. Here is Parker. Off it comes down to Wilson. We have another foul. That basket will not count. A foul before the shot. Away from the ball once again. So now it's 82-78 Golden State. Johnson hits from the side, and Charlie Johnson, a big story this afternoon. He has 20 points. Golden State with their biggest lead of the afternoon. The Warriors with an 84-78 lead, and Al Attles through in a must situation. Now has the lead.
On golf courses, machines have to work hard for a living.
The same thing at home. That's why I got this Toro Guardian.
Now this grass is really tall, so will this Toro cut it? Just watch.
This Toro's got an exclusive high-torque engine, so it'll mow even tall grass without stalling. Toro Guardian. It's not afraid of a little hard work.
Haven't you done without a Toro long enough?
Sears National Automotive Values.
The Sears 48, a maintenance-free battery. A battery you never add water to is now on sale. The Sears 48, now only $29.99. You save $10.
Want a good radial tire at a good low price? Get a Sears Guardsman radial from $29.88 to $49. They're our lowest priced radials. Backed by Sears. Guardsman. That's Sears.
Next Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, CBS Sports Spectacular presents the Chunichi Cup from Japan with 3-time Olympic gold medalist Nadia Comaneci of Romania and other stars competing. the Bluegrass Stakes from Keeneland in Kentucky. And the World Frisbee Championships. That's next Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Spectacular.
Golden State with the biggest lead of the game, 84-78. And one reason they've been going so very, very effectively is Charles Johnson, number 10. There he is. He spurted for him in the first half, and here in the second half, he's getting a standing ovation, as is his teammate.
Well-deserved standing ovation. Charlie Johnson really putting all his heart and soul in his effort today because they don't want to go down 3-0. Nobody comes back from 3-0, and that's Sandy Koufax waiting in the wing for a no-hitter there.
Mackenzie Russell working on Sonny Parker. We have 9:13 to go and a foul. Now is this on Johnson? Johnson chasing down Earl Strom.
Right here, Charlie Johnson all over him. Good body. He's trying to keep from the ball. They call a foul right there. Away from the ball. Charlie Johnson has a few words. Los Angeles still has the basketball.
That's the third foul now on Johnson. Just outside, 9 minutes to steal again. Breakaway to Wilkes. Wilkes holds up, but getting back very quickly was Tatum. Now Adams up, yelling some instructions in. You can see him at the top of your screen. Wilkes. Ray keeps it in play as Parker comes back out with it. 84-78. Dudley off to Johnson. Johnson looking for 21-22. No, what a pass. Broken up though by Don Ford. A nice block. That's a big block. Up it comes now to Tatum. Tatum, an awkward shot and a foul is going to go against Golden State and Dudley. And Rick Barry doesn't quite agree with that one. Barry looking on. Barry with 33 points.
Well, right here, Tatum comes down. He's just a tough shot coming in and switching to his left hand. Dudley trying to draw the foul. He gets nothing. Tatum's been a big supporter for Jabbar in this game today. He scored a lot of points just like Charlie Johnson to keep the Lakers close.
Well, Earl Tatum was the first draft pick this year for Los Angeles. They did not have one on the first round, but he has really been quite an addition. So it's now 84-79. They've cut it to 5. Kareem. Out it comes to Cassie Russell, and Russell cuts it to 3, and L.A. comes whittling right back.
Well, L.A. went inside out that time. They threw the ball into Jabbar. Everybody came to him. He threw it out to Cassie Russell, who loves to shoot the basketball, and he scored that.
84-81, Golden State. Dudley out to Johnson. Johnson with 20 points. That one looked like a partially blocked. Maybe it was a pass. I don't know. But Parker has a block. Out it comes out of Don Ford. He can cut it to 1, and it's a 1-point ball game. So that 6-point lead, Steve Jones, really dissolved in a hurry.
Warriors took some bad shots. They tried to make a couple plays inside. The best play in the last series for them was Charlie Johnson trying to dunk the ball into Clifford Ray, who got snuck from behind on a block by Don Ford, and they closed within 1. Warriors have the ball out underneath their basket as Rick Barry gets ready to come back in. Right here, the ball is Kareem and Jamal Wilkes trying to both get it, and it goes out of bounds. Warriors have the ball.
Barry in, number 24, 35 points. I tell you, Kareem's going after a loose ball at 7'2". He's wanting to win this one. Get some breathing room. Jamal Wilkes. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And Tatum tips it up. Kareem comes out with it, and it's hit by Golden State. It'll be the Lakers basketball. So now Los Angeles has a chance to take the lead. Jerry West is up. He'd like to see his team regain the lead after dropping behind by 6 points. 84-83, the Warriors. Cheney picked up by Johnson. Those two guys are intense. Off it comes to Cassie Russell. Wilkes is on him. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Cassie, tough shot, but he gives the Lakers the lead.
Cassie Russell can shoot the basketball when he gets hot. I mean, the coals really burn red. He's got a couple in a row. Watch out.
He has 21 points. He had 21 points Friday night. That's going to be off of Golden State. You can see Rick Barry doesn't like it, and the Lakers are going to convert down at the other end quickly. Los Angeles got a napping on that one.
Well, Warriors that time slow getting back on defense, and they just try to take advantage of the fact that they're not moving. The Warriors beginning to look for a few excuses and a little bit more help from the officials. Barry didn't handle that pass well at all.
Cassie Russell committing the personal foul, his third. And that is the 4th team foul. Now one more and the penalty goes in. Rick Barry, what a tough shot that was. The top of Golden State. Los Angeles now with an 87-84 lead, possession of the basketball, and Al Adel is calling timeout for the Golden State Warriors. So Barry making a very awkward move there, a bad percentage shot. 6 minutes, 51 seconds left in the game.
No American
has ever had EPA mileage ratings as high as this car.
Where's Elm Street?
The new Chevy Chevette.
Want to buy some homemade cookies?
43 miles per gallon highway, 31 miles per gallon city.
Where are your restrooms?
Chevy Chevette, America's modern gas mileage champ.
Just want to use your payphone.
It'll drive you happy, unless you own a gas station.
Changing to Cam 2 motor oil's like falling in love.
A running and a racing to make it the best. Cam 2. Stock cars, Indy cars, and all the rest. Cam 2. Change your own to Cam 2 alone. It's tough, you'll love it. Cam 2.
Can you imagine racing this oil for 8 years? If it's tough enough for them, it's tough enough for me.
Cam 2. You know it's tough, and you love it.
Port of call, South Pacific.
Liberty call.
The Navy. See a recruiter or call toll-free. It's not just a job, it's an adventure.
This has been some game, and right now the Lakers with a 3-point lead. A reminder that we're going to continue our coverage of this intense basketball playoff activity as Jerry West sets down. He needs a breather. As we're going to have a game this Friday, 11:30 Eastern Time, and then that'll be followed on Sunday by an NBA playoff doubleheader, tipping off at 1:30 Eastern. Outstanding basketball. We've had some great games today. Earlier, Washington and Boston won. Portland and Denver, a game that we keep switching to give you an update on, is also close. And this one's a long ways from over. We come back now. Don Chaney, Earl Tatum to the guards. Don Ford, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Cazzie Russell for Los Angeles. Jabbar thus far with 23 points. Tatum wide open. There again, Kareem just sets it up for him. 89-84.
That came too easy. They're all running to try to give help to Clifford Gray. They've got to play their men. Abdul-Jabbar is going to score his points, so make it tough for everybody else not to score there.
Ray gives it off to Rick Barry. Barry with 35 points, but he's been a while now. It's interesting in that quarter. The first 8 points were scored by Golden State, and then L.A. scored 9 straight. That makes it 89-86. What a story, Charlie Johnson.
Well, Charlie Johnson got his 22nd point right then, and he's just telling the rest of the Warriors, get on my back, and I'll take you to the top.
Earl Tatum answers as he comes right back and gets 2. Earl Tatum makes it 91-86. You know, they held Golden State under 100 points on Friday night. That was only the 17th time this year, and it could happen again. Here's Ray, rejected, and the foul. 97-90 is the score between Portland and Denver, we understand. The Trailblazers will lead in that ball game.
Right there, Jabbar comes over to give some help. It looks like Clifford Ray pushed off, but he's going to be on the line for a pair. You were talking about that statistic of the Golden State Warriors being held under 100 points. They've been held under 117 times, lost all 17.
What are you trying to say?
A shutout. They got to get over 100 to get a victory.
All right, that last foul was on Kareem, his third. The penalty is in effect. Clifford Ray, not a good free throw shooter. 53%. He's got another one coming. They're important now. 91-87. We still have 5:42 left in this game. Ray with 8 points. He's got a funny shot, doesn't he? He's got kind of a jerk in it there, a hitch in it.
Doing all he can to get it up to the basket and hope it goes down. All kind of body English, and he got a pair.
Look, we got a new guard in the game here. Kareem handling the ball as he brought it up. That's not backcourt. It was touched that time by Golden State. Don Chaney and Johnson, boy, they have been going after each other toe-to-toe. Earl Tatum going to pop one from outside. Rebound, Don Ford. And we've got a foul coming up. Looks like Rick Barry, and Barry again is very vocal about it. There he is, Terry Durham, finding out that Rick Barry does not exactly agree with that particular call.
Well, you can't talk your way into good basketball. That time, Rick Barry should have boxed Don Ford. The ball came out over him, and Rick did get him. He's on the line to shoot, but he missed his first one.
Third foul now on Rick Barry. This is Don Ford. You know, Ford in this game has been very quick and active.
Well, he's always a quick and active player. One of the reasons he's in the lineup, he rebounds fairly well. He's got a little bit of offense. He's just a perfect complement opposite a hot shooting Cazzie Russell and a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
92-88 Los Angeles. Wilkes. And all of a sudden now we have a 2-point game. Wilkes has 10 points. 92-90. If Wilkes and Smith had started scoring what you would expect out of them, Golden State would really make a move here. Here is Kareem. Overshoots it. Barry comes down with it with Barry on the break. Don Ford trying to stop him. Barry, the hook. It's going to count, and he's been fouled. And Rick Barry, look at the intensity on that guy's face. He has 37 points. That was some move by the right-hander with the left-handed hook.
Well, right here, Rick Barry wants everybody to know that he's a candidate for the MVP, even though he didn't get it. He gets in a big move right there, and he can play big clutch basketball as he got a chance to put him ahead. He's got 93% from the free throw line all season long. He'll probably get this.
And he gives Golden State the lead. As you can see, 38 points. It's now 93-92. So after losing that 6-point lead, Golden State comes back to take a 1-point lead. Don Chaney. 4 minutes and 41 seconds left in the game. Chaney outside. And Wilkes is there with a rebound. And Golden State is making a move again. It's the kind of game it's been, a seesaw. One team makes the surge and then the other. Wilkes picked up now by Don Ford. Nice pass. Beautiful pass to Clifford Ray. And Clifford Ray, I think, thought he had a foul also. Now, wait a minute. Earl Strom is really upset.
Well, he didn't really get enough contact right there. No technical. He just took a good long glare at Earl Strom. Earl Strom told him to take a hike the other way or it will cost you some money.
All right, let's keep you updated on that Portland-Denver game as Jerry Westphal wanting to know what's happened. With 4:15 to go in the fourth quarter in Portland, the Trailblazers lead the Nuggets 99-92. We have two outstanding playoff games right here on CBS.
Well, that's Portland-Denver series. Both teams with a lot of foot speed and quickness, and they can score a bunch of points in a hurry, and that can change very quick.
All right, 95-92 Golden State. And Earl Strom indicates that Jerry West wants a timeout, and he's got it. The Los Angeles Lakers with 4 minutes and 13 seconds left in this game. Trailing 95-92 are regrouping.
We're rolling across the country. In your cities, in your towns, on the roads and super highways, we're rolling, here we come. We're good and tough, we're the Kellys. No roads too rough, we're the Kellys. 4 tires of every kind, come on the line. We're the ones for you, we're the Kellys.
When you need tires, from basic 4-ply tires to our latest Aramid Plus radial tires, you ought to ask for the Kellys. The Kellys. They're good and tough.
We're good and tough. We're the Kellys. No roads too rough. We're the Kellys. 4 tires of every kind. Tougher on the line. We're good and tough. We're the Kellys. Rolling.
America rides Monroe. America rides Monroe. First in shocks, the name to know. America rides Monroe.
America buys Monroe shocks for as low as $8.95. Manufacturer's suggested retail price. At service stations, independent garages, tire stores, and auto supply stores all across America.
First in shocks, the name to know. America rides Monroe.
This Friday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, CBS Sports presents NBA playoff action, followed on Sunday at 1:30 p.m. with a playoff doubleheader. That's NBA playoff action Friday night at 11:30 p.m. and a doubleheader on Sunday tipping off at 1:30 p.m. Eastern.
Well, we have a 95-92 game here. We want to tell you once again, over in Portland, a game being played right now. Portland is leading Denver 99-96 with 3:20 in the fourth quarter. We have 4 minutes and 13 seconds left here. Anybody's ball game. Los Angeles trailing. They have possession of the basketball. Don Ford will bring it in and does to Kareem. Back to Ford. They have 12 seconds now on the shot clock. Good defense by Golden State. Into Kareem with 6 seconds. Backing in on Ray, and the big guy just got it to go, and Earl Strom has called a foul. The basket will count. And I believe we've got a foul on Clifford Ray. As Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, boy, when you're running that shot clock down, he's like money in the bank when he goes towards the basket.
Gets that interest, too, as he's going to be on the line for one. He just gets the ball in too deep. Clifford Ray, not enough body to keep him away. He gets it, and he misses. Warriors still have a 1-point lead.
They sure do, 95-94. That, by the way, was the fourth foul on Clifford Ray, the fourth team foul against Golden State. Rick Barry wide open, but he's not going to get that one. Ray, look at Ray battle for it. Clifford Ray brings it outside. From the corner, Johnson. Johnson now hits 6 of 8 from the field here in the fourth quarter. He can't shoot much better than that.
Well, they've been waiting for him to come a long time, and he's really on fire today. He's keeping them close, or he's getting them ahead by a couple all day long.
24 points for Johnson. Into Jabbar, Cassie Russell, and Rick Barry has picked up the foul. Cassie driving down, had all kinds of people hanging on to him that time.
Again, inside out. Jabbar just dumps the ball down into a cutting Russell. Barry not playing good position basketball, gets the foul. Russell shooting 80% or better. He'll probably make both of these.
Russell at the line. By the way, Johnson with those 24 points, that's a high for the year for him. He had 22 during the regular season. As you can see, with 22, he had 21 on Friday. The first game, he had a total of 19. And Russell now makes it 97-96. Golden State by 1. Portland now leads Denver 103-96 with 2:16 left in the game. So the Trailblazers getting a little breathing room. Off it comes to Johnson. Boy, is he hot from that spot. He has really got that one as his spot to shoot from. 26 points.
Well, that's where most of his offense comes from, down on the baseline. Anywhere in that area, he's deadly.
99-96. Los Angeles now. They wanted to make it 3 in a row. Having to play some catch-up basketball. Tatum outside. Dead center for Earl Tatum out of Marquette. Earl Tatum makes it 99-98. Tatum with 26 points. This is Phil Smith. He hasn't played all that much. Johnson, the man with a hot hand, and he knows it. But Kareem is there. Out it comes, intended for Ford. Barry on the floor. Who's got it? It's going to be Golden State basketball. Rick Barry down on the floor. Johnson down on the floor. Also down on the floor was Tatum, and Tatum is still down. He's sitting there, looking around. He's saying, I'd like to catch a little breather right now.
Well, Tatum out-hustled everybody for the basketball. The thing he should have done, since he didn't have anyone to throw it to, was just hang on to it. And the worst they could have come out with was a jump ball. You're in a 1-point ball game. Warriors got a chance to take it up by 2.
You can see the time now. 2:24 remaining. 99-98. Jamal Wilkes. And Golden State now has bumped it up to a 101-98 3-point lead. Wilkes with 12 points. He's hit some big baskets in the second half. Chaney picked up by Johnson. The crowd now yelling defense. A sellout crowd here in Oakland. Kareem, look at him box off on him. Smith dropping back. Tatum against Smith. Rebound, Wilkes. Wilkes. Off it comes now to Rick Barry. Barry outside to Johnson. He missed one and a foul. Johnson was fouled as he released the basketball. That time, Barry, a very heads-up play, committing the personal foul. The 4th of the ball game against Cassie Russell. And Jerry West now says he wants a timeout. You could read his lips. I think after this free throw, they'll probably call a timeout maybe when they get it to midcourt.
That time, Barry passed the ball back to Johnson, who really doesn't shoot nearly as well from out in that spot on the floor. Russell couldn't do anything but run at him, and he got him. And Johnson gets a couple of free throws. Los Angeles is going to take a timeout.
28 points for Johnson. He's the story of the day for Golden State as it's 103-98. 1 minute, 48 seconds left in this one. We understand that Portland is leading Denver 105-98 with 1:10 left in theirs. We'll keep you posted. Stay with us.
We welcome the Lakers-Warriors audience to this telecast in Portland. The lead is 7 for Portland. Denver in the dark uniforms with 1 minute and 14 to go in the game. They need a first here, and David Thompson has banged in 36, tries to find room, and Dave Twidzic fouls him. 107-100 is the score here with 1 minute and 8 to go. David Thompson could cut the gap to 5. He's at the foul line.
Denver's really had a problem this quarter running their offense, Jerry. They seem to way quite a bit of the time. Every time they would get the ball to somebody, they seemed like they're stumbling into a teammate, and this has really hurt them.
Twardzik has made 6 straight from the foul line in this period.
And Larry Steele comes back in the game right now. He's going to give Wally Walker a blow.
At the line, David Thompson. 1 minute, 8 seconds to go in the game. Dan Issel, very tired, has played with that infected foot. Actually, his infected toe. David Thompson now has 37 points. He has 38, and he is 8 for 8 from the line. A minute and 7 to go. 107 to 102, Portland.
In Oakland, California, we have 1 minute and 48 seconds left. The Golden State Warriors lead the Los Angeles Lakers 103 to 98. With the basketball, the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers won the first 2, and Golden State now trying to get on the winning side of the ledger with a win here this afternoon. Cassie Russell from the corner. On the way, Johnson scoring a moment ago, 28 points, a career high. Jabbar broken up. Tatum. We have a minute 30 left here in Oakland. 103 to 100. Golden State leading. A follow tip is up and in. Clifford Ray with 1:26 left in the game. And Golden State has a 105 to 100 lead. A minute 21 left in this game. In the dark uniforms, the Lakers and back. Tatum against Smith. Rebound. Wilkes. Wilkes. Off it comes down to Rick Barry. Barry outside to Johnson. He missed one and a foul. Johnson was fouled as he released the basketball. That time Barry, a very heads-up play, committing the personal foul. The 4th of the ball game against Cassie Russell. And Jerry West now says he wants a timeout. You could read his lips. I think after this free throw, they'll probably call a timeout maybe when they get it to midcourt.
That time, Barry passed the ball back to Johnson. He really doesn't shoot nearly as well from out in that spot on the floor. Russell couldn't do anything but run at him, and he got him. And Johnson gets a couple of free throws. Los Angeles is going to take a timeout.
And 28 points for Johnson. He's the story of the day for Golden State. As it's 103 to 98, 1 minute 48 seconds left in this one. We understand that Portland is leading Denver 105 to 98 with 1:10 left in theirs. We'll keep you posted. Stay with us.
We welcome the Lakers-Warriors audience to this telecast in Portland. The lead is 7 for Portland. Denver in the dark uniforms with a minute and 14 to go in the game. They need a burst here, and David Thompson has banged in 36, tries to find room, and Dave Twardzik fouls him. 107 to 100 is the score here with a minute and 8 to go. David Thompson could cut the gap to 5. He's at the foul line.
Denver's really had a problem this quarter running their offense, Jerry. They seem to be in each other's way quite a bit of the time. Every time they would get the ball to somebody, they seem like they're stumbling into a teammate, and this has really hurt them.
Twardzik has made 6 straight from the foul line in this period.
And Larry Steele comes back in the game right now. He's going to give Wally Walker a blow.
At the line, David Thompson. 1 minute, 8 seconds to go in the game. Dan Issel, very tired, has played with that infected foot. Actually, his infected toe. David Thompson now has 37 points. He has 38, and he is 8 for 8 from the line. A minute and 7 to go. 107 to 102, Portland.
In Oakland, California, we have 1 minute and 48 seconds left. The Golden State Warriors lead the Los Angeles Lakers 103 to 98. With the basketball, the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers won the first 2, and Golden State now trying to get on the winning side of the ledger with a win here this afternoon. Cassie Russell from the corner. On the way, Johnson scoring a moment ago, 28 points, a career high. Jabbar broken up. Tatum. have a minute 30 left here in Oakland. 103 to 100. Golden State leading. A follow tip is up and in. Clifford Ray with 1:26 left in the game. And Golden State has a 105 to 100 lead. A minute 21 left in this game. In the dark uniforms, the Lakers, and Jabbar has been fouled by Clifford Ray, and that will be foul number 5. As Kareem Abdul-Jabbar will go to the line. Golden State twice took the lead only to lose it and now have regained it, Steve Jones, but they're still, with a minute 18, a lot to be decided.
Well, there's a lot to be decided, and a fellow on the free throw line, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, will probably be very big in the outcome. He's getting the position in very deep. He's got a free throw there. He puts it in. Clifford Ray can do nothing but suffer. He cannot let him get the ball in that deep if he's going to have any success at all.
And he has 5 fouls. That's 26 points for Kareem. Rebound by Ray. Ray rips it away from his teammate Wilkes. Pressure in the backcourt now by the Los Angeles Lakers. A 4-point lead now for Golden State. Here comes Johnson. 53 seconds left now. 105 to 101. Los Angeles going to have to make their move, and Tatum can't get it to drop. Ray with a big rebound. 45 seconds left. Golden State with a 4-point lead. This is a must game, and it looks like they may pull it off. And now Smith has been fouled by Don Chaney. Chaney has committed a foul with 39 seconds left. Terry Durham, the official, calling it as he and Phil Smith met head-to-head at the 10-second line. And Smith now goes to the line.
That's probably the biggest call of this ball game right there. Phil Smith working hard. Don Chaney with excellent position. Smith dribbled the ball off his foot. It went out of bounds. I thought it was a bad call. Warriors got the better of that.
That was the 5th foul on Don Chaney. Smith with 7 points. Give him 8. And now they have a 6-point, 107-101 win. Or I should say lead. Here is Rick Barry. And Barry puts the icing on the cake. 109 to 101. 40 points, and that matches game number 1 when he had 40 points against the Lakers. Kareem comes back, puts one away, and about took the goal down with it. 109 to 103, 29 seconds. Barry against the pressure. Brings it outside now to Phil Smith. Portland is leading Denver 107 to 102 with a minute left in their game. And with us 17 seconds left here, the Warriors trying to put this one away. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson with 28, looking for 30, can't get it. Here comes Tatum. 7 seconds left. Golden State with a win here today. Very much back into the playoff picture. Here is Cassie Russell. Russell scores 109 to 105, and it's all over. The Golden State Warriors have won it 109 to 105. Gary Bender for Steve Jones. Let's go now to Portland for an update on that Nuggets Trailblazers game.